Hey, this is Lance with 20-Sided Knight, and today we're going to go over how resolve points work in Starfinder. We're covering how to calculate, use, and regain them. Before we get into all that, please subscribe and let us know what you want us to cover to be entered into our monthly giveaways. Congratulations to the Baker Chef, you were the winner of our May 2019 giveaway, that Starfinder Beginner Box. And this is just a reminder to Brendanello and Eric Robertson, our April winners. Send me an email to 20sidedknight@gmail.com so we can get the ball rolling sending you out your prizes. Calculating resolve points in Starfinder is pretty simple. It's half your character level rounded down with a minimum of 1 point, plus your class's key ability modifier. For example, if you're a first level mechanic with an intelligence of 16, you'd have a pool of 4, as intelligence is the key ability modifier for mechanics, and a score of 16 grants a +3. If you're multi-classing, things can get a little trickier, but it's still no huge headache. Just add the bonus of the highest key ability modifier among your classes. So, looking back at our mechanic, if you're taking a level into soldier and happen to have a higher dexterity than intelligence because you totally legitimately rolled that 18 to your dexterity, you'd bump your resolve pool to match the higher score. Alternatively, if your new class's ability modifier is lower, you'd keep whichever score grants you the highest pool of points. Remember, even if your stats suck due to bad rolls or ability drain, you'll still always have at least one pool of resolve points to draw from. Now let's talk a little bit about how to use resolve points. A common use for resolve points is to regain stamina points. You can spend 1 resolve point to regain up to your normal maximum. Using resolve points in this way takes 10 minutes of uninterrupted rest. If this rest period is interrupted by, say, a random combat encounter or anything more strenuous than simple activities, you don't regain stamina, but you also don't spend the resolve point. If you're dying and have enough resolve points, you can spend a number of them equal to 1/4 your resolve point maximum with a minimum of 1 and a max of 3 on your turn to immediately stabilize. This stops the effects of dying, but you're still unconscious. If you don't have at least 3 resolve points remaining when you're dying, you lose resolve points as per the normal dying rules, covered in our What is Death and Dying video. Link here. One very useful use of resolve points in combat is to stay in the fight. Say you're stable but still unconscious and have enough resolve points left over, be it from stabilizing on your own, through the use of resolve points, the team's mystic casting stabilize, or some other means. You can spend 1 resolve point at the start of your turn to heal 1 hit point. If you decide to spend resolve points to stay in the fight, you're no longer dying and immediately become conscious, being able to take any actions you would normally be able to during your turn. You cannot spend resolve points to regain hit points unless you're at 0 HP. And one typically cannot use a resolve point to stabilize and stay in the fight on the same round. There are a few special exceptions to this, however, like the Die Hard feat. Class abilities that use resolve points, such as the Solarian's 6th level ability to use Astrologic Sense, which works similar to the Augury spell, can be done multiple times per day. It's particularly useful if you have a GM throwing out cryptic clues with no real direction, or the 9th level Hit and Run Soldier's Duck and Weave ability, which could come in handy when you really need to get out of the way of an opportunity attack. Dying is a common drain on resolve points. While dying, you'll typically lose 1 resolve point per round. If you're still dying with no resolve points left, you're dead, making it a wise decision to keep something in the tank just in case. Did I skip over your favorite way to use resolve points? Let me know in the comments down below and tell me how dumb and ugly I am. Some cool items that can add variety on how you use your pool of resolve points are the Dragon Gland in the core rulebook, which adds a breath weapon of acid, cold, electricity, or fire to your arsenal. Or if you're a Superman fan like me, the optical laser can be found in the armory on page 89. These both have a cooldown of whenever you take 10 minutes to regain stamina, or can be used immediately at the cost of 1 resolve point. There's also the dented kasa in the armory, which is a great magic item to be used if you want to be able to shrug off or ignore critical effects. We actually made a video about this that you can check out here. Would you use resolve points to quickly regain the use of these items or class features, or do you think something which can stave off death should be held onto for only the most dire circumstances? Let us know in the comments down below, and fight with people who have different opinions than you, for they are wrong and must be smoked. We've talked about how to use resolve points, now here's a little about how to get them back. The most common means is on an 8-hour rest. Once per day, you can regain any lost resolve points by getting in 8 hours of uninterrupted rest. This rest doesn't have to be just sleep. It can be any task that's not too mentally or physically taxing, such as reading a good book, gambling, minor maintenance. Just remember, any restful acts are at the GM's discretion, so things like crafting or investigating a plot hook can go either way. Hopefully we've covered all you needed to know about resolve points. If we didn't answer your question, drop a comment down below and we'll do our best to answer it, or any of our smart and sexy viewers will. Thanks again for watching 20-Sided Night. Please remember to share and subscribe, and bye for now.